Episode 23, scene 26, let 8:44, take 1.
Stand by. Camera set. Rolling and action. Hey, body, bend up.
Zamaradi Productions is a production company set up in Kenya, in the capital city of Nairobi. We are 3 years old since inception. The magic behind Zamaradi Production is actually the team. Zamaradi Production is not encompassed by one person. We have an amazing team, so I have 4 partners. The team is a magic behind Zamaradi Productions. Some of the key achievements that we've been able to accomplish is 71 films that were Africa Magic original films that were aired on Maisha Magic East. They were straight for TV films. The setup started when we were doing the 71 films, because it became very expensive for us to go to location for every film, because then when you were shooting the films, you were filming 3 films simultaneously. So you understand you're having 3 teams. So imagine having 3 teams in different parts of Nairobi. It became very expensive for us. So we had to come up with a very genius way of managing the 3 teams with a specified time, because each film had to be done within 6 days. And there was no opportunity for doing it a 7th day. So we had to come up with a very clever way of having the teams work together efficiently and effectively. So we started building one set. And the first set we started building was a slum, because we realized every story had a slum set. So we started off with a slum. So once we built the first slum, then we realized, oh, maybe we can just do a village. We can continue building others. So that's how actually it started off. So once we finished the 71 films, then we realized we've acquired such a nice skill of working, of efficiency in terms of production. So we became very efficient, because the films now, by the time we're finishing the 71 films, can you imagine the workflow? The workflow was very efficient. So once we realized that, we thought we could just copy that and use that as a structure for Zamaradi. So we started now doing our own productions, and then we copied the same format where we did 3 series simultaneously. Now these are not movies, they are series. So we had to have 3 series being shot simultaneously. So we had to come up with a bigger slum, because we needed a bigger slum. We had to come up with a village. We had to come up with the houses. We had to come up with the different spaces. So we've been able to build an amazing setups. So we do not go to location. That helps us with so many things. One, it's the location fees. So we don't have to spend time on, we don't have to spend a lot of money on location fees. Second, it's the location time. Because what happens if you're in the slum, by 5 o'clock, 5:30, you need to get out of there. So which means we can shoot even at night. It becomes very efficient for us. Then security-wise. When you go into the slum, then you have to carry your cops with you. But now we don't have to, because we're already in an enclosed space. And then with that, we can also change anything we need at any particular time. So we have the freedom, the creative freedom to be able to decide, oh, this shop is not working, so let's move it from this side to this other side, because it works better for the story. But for me, is asking the Film Commission, for example, if they would step in up and build a setup where we call it a film city. Let's call it a film city for now. So we set up a film city where now AP doesn't have to spend so much amount of money on rent. I can move into a smaller space, which I can manage. Then when I have a shoot, I come to a space that is, of course, the cost has to be minimized for us to be able to afford. So then I'm able to shoot without really having to build another set, to build this, and like India they do. I mean, all the films in India in one jail, and the jail is where in the film city. So if you build for us something like that, it really helps with production, especially in the local content. Because that will take away our location fees, that will take away our travel time, that will take away our security, that will take away so much from the producers. The setup like this has helped us reduce our production cost by almost 75%. Why? Because we share all the elements of production. So you have one office space, so you're only paying for one rent. 5 years from now, I want to see Zamaradi being a brand that is not only recognized in East Africa, but globally. Globally, in terms of this type of stories we'll be telling. I want us to be able to tell stories that are true to us, that talk about our culture, talk about us as Kenyans or as Africans or as East Africans, and then the world will see who we are, not who they think we are. Secondly, I want to see Zamaradi being able to create employment for a lot of youth, because we've got a lot of talent out there, but most of them have no clue where to go to. So I want us to be able to create opportunities for a lot of young people.